Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. It is a new day in October. It is time to head to our Halloween Advent calendar, counting down the days to Halloween to find out what movie we are watching today. So let's go ahead to that calendar and find out. Alrighty. What day is it today? October 15? Okay, what are we watching today?
I gotta read it. Viv?
Ooh, I think I know. What is it, Vivarium or something?
Vivarium.
Let's see. Let's check it out. Yes. Who's in this? Is it Jesse Eisenberg?
I can read it. Vivarium.
Andrew Garfield, right.
Wait, what's it called?
Vivarium.
Wow, we just have 3 more things to go.
Can't wait to see it.
Vivarium.
First time watch. Okay, movie's over. The reason this was added, my wife's really into I guess liminal space, and she likes looking at abandoned malls and lobbies and things like that. And I don't know, she was looking at a list of movies that have liminal space in them, and this one was included, and she was like, you know what, let's put that, did a little, reading, probably the synopsis, and then decided to add it to the list. Oh, and I knew Jesse Eisenberg was in it. I think she just had Social Network on the brain and swapped Jesse Eisenberg out for Andrew Garfield. That was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, this movie does have that sort of liminal space, but more of an exterior style. It kind of has that Tim Burton-y suburbia sort of thing. Also found in the Wrinkle in Time movie when Michael Peña's doing something. It has that sort of feel to it. And basically, it's like this couple, Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Poots, are looking for a house to live in, and then they stop at this place that's selling homes in a neighborhood, and they're like, hey, come to this place, check out the homes. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll check it out. And then they go check it out, drive to this neighborhood, and this every house looks the same color, same everything. And then they look at the house and they're like, oh yeah, it's nice, but this isn't really quite the type of place we're trying to live. And then they end up stuck in this place, just the two of them, because it has some supernatural qualities to it, or I don't know, sci-fi qualities to it. It's very Twilight Zone. Feels very Twilight Zone. And actually, after watching the movie, we read it was based off of Village of the Damned, which I haven't seen, and that's a Criterion film, isn't it? I feel like it is. So yeah, they are stuck in this neighborhood. They try and drive away, but they just keep circling back, which is kind of like the movie Pleasantville, if you've ever seen that. And they're trapped there all alone. Food just shows up on their doorstep, which has no flavor at all. They smell nothing, except for inside their car. Their car is there, and they can go inside their car and they can smell things in there. But yeah, it's pretty wild, and everything's pristine. Nobody else lives there, but it's looks like endless homes. They're trying different methods to get out of there. Yeah, there's they're this great happy couple. They just seem perfect, and then it gets to a point to where things aren't so great. I don't know, should I tell you this one part? I'll tell you one part here. A baby shows up on their doorstep also, and it's basically saying, raise this baby and then you can escape, or something like that. You can leave. And they don't like this kid. It's completely annoying. And I'm trying to figure out, what is this movie doing? Is it commenting on societal standards, which I don't even feel like are societal standards anymore? That whole idea that gets complained about or made fun of or criticized, where, you have you know, two parents in a cookie cutter house with kids or whatever in a suburban neighborhood. Like, I know that exists, but I feel like it doesn't exist. you know, everybody's, I don't know, maybe just where I'm at. It just seems like everybody's dealing with other issues. Like, that sort of perfect thing doesn't exist, and I don't think really people even expect it to exist. It's like this thing that we all criticize, or people criticize, but they're criticizing something that isn't even real. So it's like, why are you criticizing it? And it almost feels like this movie's like criticizing that lifestyle, the two-car garage. Actually, there's no garage. People park on the street. The two-parent household with kids in a suburban neighborhood, that sort of thing. And I feel like, here the parents are stressed out and annoyed, and the house is perfect, but they're not happy, like all of that. It's like sort of a commentary on, all that stuff won't make you happy, but I don't think anybody really thinks it will anymore. Or, it won't. Everybody's, has a realistic look at that. Like, that isn't where happiness comes from. So I feel like this movie is like outdated a little bit in what it's trying to criticize, if that's even what it's trying to criticize. But yeah, the liminal space stuff, visuals, kind of had like a 3D animation, video game, online game sort of quality to it. So I think it was sort of tapping into that, or that could have just been budget issues, but I feel like it was sort of tapping into that online interest of liminal space. But anyway, it was still kind of interesting. Like, it might be considered slow to some people. So, if you don't like slow movies, you will not like this. But I don't know, didn't bother me at all. I don't even know how long the runtime was. It didn't feel long, even though it felt slow paced, or measured paced. That's what I usually say if the slowness doesn't bother me. It's measured pacing. But yeah, I like seeing Jesse Eisenberg in pretty much anything. I think he's probably like one of my top 10 favorite working actors. I really like watching him. So, and it was cool to see Imogen Poots too. Last time I saw her was a rewatch of 28 Weeks Later that I did, leading up to 28 years later. Where did I first see her? What was the first movie I saw her in? Was it that? I don't know. But I'm curious if you saw Vivarium, which is basically the blanket term for like terrarium and aquarium and all those arium words. But yeah, I'm curious if you saw the movie, and if so, what did you think of it? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.